Hello again. It's me, your friendly neighborhood iPad, here to give you the latest and hottest info from the EarthBound travel guide. The lost Underworld is best known for its vast area and the dinosaurs that live there. Rumor has it that a few are capable of psychic powers. The lost Underworld is huge and the enemies are tough, but make it halfway through and you'll find another village of Tendas. There's a hotel, a shop, and even a talking rock who has some words of wisdom to share with Ness and his friends. Well, that just about does it for this part of the EarthBound travel guide. And now for your regularly scheduled video presentation. What's going on, viewers from the internet? I'm Variety Gamer 95 back for some more EarthBound. So last time we went through the Lumine Hall and claimed the 7th of the 8 Your Sanctuary locations. Only one more to go. This time we're gonna go to the Lost Underworld, but there's some things that I want to do first. I want to get Pooh's equipment, but there's actually something else that I want to show you guys. Off screen, I did a little bit of grinding. Ness was level 58, he's now 68. And in the process, Paula and Pooh realized their last PSI techniques. Pooh realized the power of Healing Omega, which costs quite a lot, but unlike Healing Gamma, it's guaranteed to revive a consciousness, and it completely maxes out that person's HP. So might want some Horns of Life though, because Ness will never get Healing Omega, and Pooh has the second least amount of Psychic points. Or is it the least? It's the least, right? You'll see what I mean later. He also realized Shield Omega. Pooh's the only one who will get this technique to protect everyone with a psychic shield, a physical power shield. Joseph, a physical power shield. And with that, never mind, I'm wrong. Pooh also realized PSI Thunder Omega, which strikes a random enemy for about 200 points of damage 4 times. With that, that's all Pooh's PSI techniques. There is one more that he'll get later, but that's an event-only move. Paula also realized... She realized 2 techniques. I think it was Defense Down Omega or Offense Up Omega or something. Oh no, it was PSI Shield Omega, that's what it was. PSI Shield Omega protects everyone with a Psychic Power Shield. Keep in mind that you cannot have 2 shields up at once. And at level 65, Paula also realized PSI Fire Omega, which is her last technique. A row of enemies is dealt by 320 points of damage. I leveled up Ness to 68, because he will realize 2 more techniques and 1 more event technique. So what I want to do now is go to Saturn Valley, because in my run back to get items, I actually learned something that I didn't know. Okay, sorry about that. I just realized the capture software was dipping the frame rate, but it should be fine now. These guys, after you clear the Lumine Hall, they're actually right here. And I never knew this. Delicious, Ness, you good name. We know name, boing. All have same name, so you say the same thing. Yaha! The Mr. Saturns are incredible folk. And the Apple Kid, he is the most exceptional young man. Very different from other kids. Even Ness? Well, anyway, the prototype phase disorder has been stolen. Someone resembling a pig very close took Mr. Saturn captive and stole the device. Ah, Ness! The phase disorder will certainly be completed someday. In my humble opinion. I could have sworn he said that after you cleared the 8th Year Sanctuary. I guess I was mistaken. But I had no idea that they showed up here. I thought it was a little bit later than that. So the other thing that I want to do is go back to the Tenda Village and get Pooh's equipment. Okay, good, it actually worked. Okay, wow. Those enemies... I don't know, I don't really feel the need to go over them. Anyway, what I want to do next is go back to the Lumine Hall and get Pooh's piece of equipment. The truth of the matter is, the enemies were actually giving me a hard time, and as you just saw, I could only fall down a hole to get to the Lumine Hall. And you have to actually claim the Your Sanctuary prize in order for the enemies to start running away from you. Yeah, basically grinding off all these fobbies. I believe where you want to go is down this ladder. See, look, now these guys are running away from me. I believe it's up that ladder, actually. There's an IQ capsule. Who needs IQ? I think maybe Pooh should take it. Jeff repaired everything that I want, so I don't need his IQ to go up anymore. Oh yeah, I still have that rock candy. I left this in my inventory because I wanted to consume that on screen, on camera. Let's see, what do I even want? Vitality 16. I could hope to increase Paula's vitality. Let's try that. Guts went up by 1. Okay, could be useful. She could get some smash hits. Not bad. Yes, I believe Pooh's equipment piece is right here. In this present. There is a Diadem of Kings inside. The Diadem of Kings. Miscellaneous equipment that can only be used by Pooh. It increases his defense. So that has to go in his inventory for sure. And it goes in his other slot. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have the complete set because I missed out on the Sword of Kings. But as I said before, it's not overly necessary. Alright, now we're just going to move to the Lost Underworld.
Lag, so much lag.
Oh, I guess you do have to go through that song and dance again. Huh. Oh no, that's right. It's actually because visiting a Your Sanctuary location actually heals you. Okay, so that's done. Let's go ahead and go back to the Lost Underworld. Okay, so you can't technically teleport to the Lost Underworld, but I deliberately chose not to because, well, how about I just show you? Wow, that's something else. The Choppa Sword, its cohort. Okay, I wasn't expecting that to happen. I'm already having to go over one of these enemies. The Chompasaur has 1,288 HP, 320 PP, an offense of 139, a defense of 183, a speed of 17, and 3 guts. It has a 50-50 chance of being affected by having flash, paralysis and range shock at 10%. It has a 75% vulnerability to freeze and a 25% vulnerability to fire. It yields 44,378 experience at $896 and has a 1 in 128 chance of dropping the Magic Fry Pan, Paulo's best weapon. The Chompasaur can use PSI Fire Alpha, Beta, and Gamma to target all party members. It can stomp with its huge foot to deal low damage and swing its tail very hard to deal high damage. Okay, let's see here. Do I really want to use Rock and Gamma? That's a 75%. Yeah, I'm gonna use. Let's just go all out. Can only target one though. Usually you fight these guys one at a time, so it's weird to see them paired up like this. Oh, that's right. These guys actually start with a physical power shield. I forgot about that detail. Got rid of one of them. Luckily that missed. Okay, so maybe freeze Gamma? Just use freeze Gamma on both of them. Or for both of them. Looks like I made the right call. Okay, good. Luckily, nothing happened. The thing is, you don't want to, if you're really unlucky with teleportation, the game can actually cause some serious glitches. And I'm honestly not sure if that enemy right there, moving as fast as it is one of them. This enemy is the Ego Orb. It has 592 HP, 0 PP, an offense of 125, a defense of 140, a speed of 17, and 1 guts. Very impressive. It has a high resistance to hypnosis and flash, 10%. It has a 50-50 chance of being affected by brain shock, but it's immune to paralysis, so don't try it. It's very susceptible to freeze. It has 50% vulnerability to fire. It yields 24,180 experience, $836. It has an 8 of 128 chance of dropping a skip sandwich DX. For some reason. The Eagle Orb can bash to deal low damage, and tear into you and ground lunge forward with both deal high damage. That's actually all it does. It looks like it has psychic capabilities, but surprisingly it does not. There's nothing really remarkable about this thing. Damn, I think I could just use Freeze Gamma on it. Wow. It really doesn't have too much health. So as I was trying to say, this is where you would end up if you teleported. That shaking that's happening is actually from a hot spring. In case of danger, evacuate here. The boss. He's just known as the boss. Come on. You're strange, but you smell good, so I'll tell you a secret. Did you feel the earthquake a little while ago? You know, we have earthquakes all the time here. After an earthquake, the hot springs will erupt. The blue springs are great for recovering health. The red springs are perfect for healing paralysis or drawing out poison. The bird right there says strange words like hello and click beep beep beep. Let me see. No. Nest is still not homesick. So you move a little bit slower here because everyone is so small due to the perspective shift. You could teleport to move a little bit faster, but it's highly risky as you just saw. I'm lucky that nothing actually happened. I want to get that present that's up there. So with the present, there is a brain food lunch. Ooh. I don't think anybody really needs it though. Why can't I go through these trees? So there are 3 enemies to fight in the Lost Underworld. There's the last one right there. That green dinosaur that looks like a dog. This is the Wetnosaur, which plays a mechanical theme for some reason. Don't remember the name of it. It has 1030 HP, 0 PP, an offense of 126, a defense of 172, a speed of 17, and 2 guts. It has a 50-50 chance of being affected by hypnosis and flash. It has a high resistance to brain shock and paralysis, 10%. It has a 75% vulnerability to freeze, but a 100% weakness to fire. It yields 33,098 experience and $745 and has a 2 of 128 chance of dropping a luxury jerky. The Wetnosaur can stomp with its huge foot to deal low damage, swing its tail very hard to use a biting attack to deal high damage, and make a loud rumble to solidify one party member. And with that, that's all the enemies in the Lost Underworld. Doesn't really have too much health, I don't think. Wonder if Freeze Gamma would suffice. Yeah, I think Freeze Gamma's fine. Maybe it's not. Okay, there it goes. Maybe we gotta have Paulo use Freeze Omega and then have Pooh use Freeze Beta. Because it's not like a 50% vulnerability or anything like that. The only way you can move faster without using teleport is by a skip sandwich. Get used to seeing that. It'll stop you from moving the moment that the shaking starts happening. Problem is, these guys are very big and they're going to catch you if they spot you. Like, you saw how fast that Eagle Orb is moving towards us. I believe one of Pooh's equipment is found here, and an item called the Sea Pendant is found as well. So yeah, isn't this place something else, right? Looks like there are live dinosaurs in this universe after all. I remember mocking one guy for the one guy who said I'd like to see a live dinosaur sometime in my life. I think the sea pendant is up there, but unfortunately I'm gonna have to go through a bodyguard to get to it. Let me see. Yeah, you really don't want to be back attacked by one of these guys, just trust me. At least it's just the one this time. Alright, that helps. Solidification. Stupid power shield. Why does this thing even start with a physical power shield anyway? I guess I could use the neutralizer, but really, what's the point? And funny enough, this is the only enemy of all things in the Lost Underworld that's psychic. For some god-given reason. It sure has a lot of health, though. Yeah, now it goes away. Only after its shield disappears. And I should be using Freeze Omega, not Freeze Gamma. Yep, I was 100% correct. The Sea Pendant. This is definitely an item that I want. And I wanted to go in Paula. Here, Paula, give Pooh the PSI Caramel. The Sea Pendant is really good. Sea Pendant must be equipped in your body. It protects you from fire, freeze, and flash attacks. And you know what? I think that's actually a perfect resistance to flash. I'm not 100% certain. I hope I'm correct, because otherwise, well, no, I shouldn't say that. To my knowledge, there's only one Night Pendant in the game. It can only get it from that one President Moonside. It's funny, I mean, even though everything in Moonside is an illusion, how come that Night Pendant in that present box wasn't? Nest still has that thing, right? You know what? I'm not sure if it can even insta win against these guys. It has a lot of freaking health apparently, so I might as well just go all out. If that's the case. Especially if it's got that freaking physical power shield. Okay, that helps. Look, it only did 800 of its health. If I can find a blue hot spring, then I can recover everyone's health. Now, Nessa's level was 68. There's a reason I left his level at 68, though, and didn't go much higher. Come on. Okay, here's another present. There's a Guts capsule. I need to have Nest recover Jeff. Someone recover Jeff. I actually got a second large pizza as well. Hopefully that'll help. Have Jeff eat the peanut cheese bar. That wasn't even a full recovery. Guts capsule. 49, 35, 33, 21. Pooh needs it the most. Alright, let's go ahead and get a move on. Come on. These cheese hitboxes are very deceptive sometimes, I'll have you know. Ah, here we go. So you may have noticed that I have all this cash with me. It's probably not the best idea to carry around all that cash. The Fobbies gave you so much it's not even funny. I brought all this cash because of... Come on. He's not gonna catch me, is he? You guys smell really good. Who am I? I'm a Tenda. Hey, what are you doing inside our dinosaur cage? I'm going to open the door. You get out of there right now. I'm the boss, so I will let you out. Thank you for the Tenda crab. This Tenda crab was stolen. The awful snowstorm of the group is now gone. Okay. So, this place here... It's quite interesting. Don't feed the dinosaurs in the cage. The boss. Tenda, who liked to talk, came to the Lost Underworld because we couldn't stand the quiet up above. So we established a separate tribe. I hope we can be friendly again someday. Yeah, it was a lot easier to live up above. Because one of these guys has a shop. Thank you for coming all the way to this part of the country. You must be tired. To stay, it'll run you $400. You're going to stay, aren't you? It's a good thing I brought all that cash then. Because I forgot about the inn. Okay. Managed to reset the enemies too. There we go. Let's play store. My friend Igo loves this game, so... Hi, may I help you? So, guess what this guy sells? Equipment! Yes, this was actually the reason why I got all that cash. Because I knew I was going to be coming across equipment. Ultimate Bat is better than what Ness has. His offense jumps from 177 to 191. That's why the bat up above wasn't really worth it. So, oh, Paula actually has a free spot. Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and get her a holy fry pan. Paula's offense goes from 140 to 160. Quite a jump. Yeah, I brought out all that cash, yet it really wasn't much. Fortunately, Jeff's inventory is full. His defense changed from 150 to 170. Actually, do I have anything in Jeff's inventory that I can sell? Bazooka, Horn of Life. Sure, I'll get rid of the bowl of rice gruel. It restores 200 HP, it's a good amount, but I don't want to go through that dialogue again. So, shiny coin. For Jeff. Yes. 153 to 173. Because I took out all the money at the ATM because, if you talk to this guy, I believe, you're a foreigner, aren't you? I am a world-wise Tenda. I was an exchange student who traveled to a country that is known as an economic superpower. My name is Igo Stike. Let me know if I can do anything for you. Shall I loan you some money? Yep. If you want to withdraw, I will charge you a handling fee that is equal to the amount of your withdrawal. Is that okay with you? So I have quite a bit of money. We can deposit. Wow. So I can actually deposit all this money, not have to worry about losing fat stacks of cash. Guess I'll go with that. I didn't know you could deposit with that guy. Wow. We are the same Tenda as those above ground. We seem different? Yeah, you know, the Tenda up there are shy and don't like to talk. Didn't you think that the Tenda up above have some particularly beautiful women? They're still shy, though. Ay, come on, enough with the hot springs game. We made a cage for dinosaurs and locked them up. That's what my brother tells me, but I don't believe it. He's just spewing out of his cake hole. You finally came, Ness. Finally, you talk to me. Listen, Ness. I'm going to tell you something very important. You may want to take notes. Ready? You're the chosen one. No kidding. Your destiny is not only yours, it's the destiny of the whole universe. There will be a time at which all of you in the universe will overlap each other. It's not necessary to understand now. Do you remember Giant Step and Onett? That is one of your sanctuary. It is a spot which gives you power and allows you to realize all your skills. There is a monster that protected it. The monster was influenced by the power of the place. You must have beaten those monsters. You must reach all the 8 power spots in the world. When the soundstone records the melodies of all 8 power spots, you can finally see your world. I'll tell you all the power spots. 1. Giant Step in Onett. 2. Lilliput Steps in Peaceful Rest Valley near Tucson. Don't you mean Happy Happy Village? 3. Milky Way and Grapefruit Falls in Saturn Valley. 4. Rainy Circle found by Jeff and Winters. 5. Magnet Hill at the edge of the city of Forside. 6. Pink Cloud which Pooh knows. 7. And Lumine Hole where the shining lichen lives in the cave. Shouldn't it be Lumine Hall? 8. A new place is now going to be opened up to you. Fire Spring located southwest of here. Listen to the melodies of all 8 power spots. If you do not fail, you may upset Gygus' plans. Understand, Ness? The time will come. The time where the destiny of you and the whole universe will overlap. It is fast approaching. Alright. That's over with. Let's go ahead and save the game. The enemies here really don't get too much cash, all things considered. And my capture software is acting up again. Come on, don't do this to me. I think my laptop is just acting up at this point. Yeah, I think maybe I should fix this. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. My capture software was going below 60 frames per second again, and I think that was because my laptop was charging. Like, look, I only have a laptop. I don't... Like I said, I'm still living with my family, so I can't... And the thing's fast! Holy crap! So I can't exactly afford a fancy computer right now. I don't have my own room yet, basically. My own computer room. In short, I only have my laptop for video recording. So... let's go ahead and get a move on. I don't believe I have much further to go in this area, but if we go in this cave... Huh. That's a weird looking needle. Look at that thing. This place looks like something, something that'll be very important for later, but I can't put my finger on it. Still pretty weird, though. Anyway, we'll ignore that and get a move on. And like I said, I believe, the third piece of Pooh's equipment, the Bracer Kings, I think it is in this area. Oh, sorry, not the Bracer Kings, I already have that. The Cloaca Kings, that's the other one. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm not going to have a complete set because I missed the Sword of Kings, but whatever. I've never gotten it, so... It's just a nice thing to have. Hey! Speak of the devil! There's the Cloak of Kings. Obviously, Pooh needs to be the one to have that. And of course his inventory is full, because why wouldn't it be? Okay, good. Pooh... Give a... I will give a PSI caramel to Paula. At least somebody else has a free spot. Pooh needs to have the Cloak of Kings, because otherwise he can't equip it. Cloak of Kings. Pooh's body equipment. It increases his defense, or defense. I could have sworn something prevented hip... Is that even a word? Hypnotization? Hypnotizing, that's the word. Let me see. I think that's the Bracer. Yes, that's the one. Luck goes up. Of course, defense also goes up. Yeah. So, let's go ahead and equip. I'm not going to have the full set, but whatever. Pooh's offense is very respectable because of that reason. Because the developers knew that players would have such a hard time finding the the Sword of Kings. Especially since it's locked behind a one-time only instance. Let's fight this guy. Hey. Ness is almost level 70. That's when he's going to realize something big. Let's fight this Wetnosaur. I think this is the one that doesn't have too much health. Freeze Gamma and Freeze Omega should do it in. Wow, it's highly susceptible to... Oh. Maybe it does have more HP than I thought. Huh. Okay. Ness should reach level 70 in the... Wow! Right in the nick of time, too! Like, we're basically at the, entrance to the fire spring. So, believe it or not, I'm actually going to be calling Mom for the very first time in the game. I'm dead serious. I've never called her up to this point, even off camera. Ness's mom would say some miscellaneous things, like watching soaps or Ness telling her about her journey. But if you call Mom while Ness is homesick... Hello, Ness? What's wrong? You sound so sad. Are you homesick? Well, I knew there would be days like this. It must make you feel better listening to your mom's sweet voice. At least she's not saying sexy voice. So, do you feel any better? Well, I'd better get going. I'm in the middle of my ironing. Bye! Ness got over being homesick. That's all it takes, just a call to Mom. You can also talk to her in person, but that's a little out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and save the game. And of course I was right there. Of course I was. When I had to restart the recording. This sign. In case of danger, evacuate here. The boss. He's just known as the boss. Here, the dinosaurs look over to attack me, so I can relax. Except now I can't get out. Ah, a bit of a double-edged sword, ain't it? Okay. The entrance to the fire spring is right there. Luckily, these guys will never attack you in a group. Paula has plenty of psychic points to spare. I'm sure it's worth the sacrifice. Freeze Beta, then, for Pooh. Something with this huge foot. Nice. Man, 4 tiny targets underneath that giant ass foot, and it couldn't hit a single one of us. That's gotta be impressive. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to fight that thing. The Chompasaur, I believe you're the one that's vulnerable to... No? To freeze? Yes, vulnerable to no. What an amazing psychic power. Magnet Alpha. Just to have Pooh at least get some of his psychic points back. 195. Yeah, you're the one with like 1000 HP or something. There's Fire Beta. Well, it's gonna hurt Pooh the most, no doubt, because Paul and Jeff have equipment for that. 108. I say as Ness is the one that takes the most damage. So, Freeze Gamma. And I'll Pooh use... No, Freeze Beta. Okay, the Chompasaur became tame. Alright, very nice. So, let's see. This is... level... Oh, it's quite a ways before level 70. Jeff, how about you serve everyone up a large pizza? Ness and his friends ate the large pizza together. Yeah, unfortunately, Pooh still gets a short end of the stick. Ness, why don't you use Life of Alpha on him? That wasn't even a full recovery. 390, wow. I know Pooh has the second highest HP, but damn, it's still pretty impressive. Anyway, with that, we're at the Fire Spring, which is the location of the 8th and final Your Sanctuary location. Next time on EarthBound, we're going to tackle the Fire Spring. See you then! The Lost Underworld news can only bring info lost to the rest of the world. Dinosaurs are real, scientists say, as they're found living in the Lost Underworld, attacking anything big or small that goes near them. The citizens of this village have built a cage to keep them out. Rumor has it that the warp zone of the Fire Spring has opened up, but others say you can only get there through means currently unexplained. The world hero, Ness, also made a shocking revelation when his thoughts were projected at the Lumine Hall. Looks like Gygas is running out of time at this point to stop the Chosen Four.